Hey guys, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this 3-tier layered gather skirt. It will be a detailed video, so sit back, put your seatbelt on because I'm about to take you for a ride. You ready? Let's get into this. Let's pretend that this is you and you came to me and asked me, can I make this skirt for you? And I said, sure. The first thing I'm going to do is take your waist measurement. Then from there, I'm going to take your hip measurement. After that, I'm going to ask you how long do you want your skirt? So you say you want your skirt 15 inches. So on the measurement sheet, I will write down waist 31 inches, hips 41 inches, waist to length 15 inches, and the waistband will be 2 inches wide. Let's start with the measurements. Your hip measurement is 41 inches. So 41 divided by 2 equals 20 and a half. Now I need half of the 20 and a half, and that's going to be 10 and 1/4. So I'm going to take the 10 and 1/4 and add it to the 20 and a half. The total will be 30 and 3/4. So the lining will be 30 and 3/4 times 2, which is unfold. This is unfold. The total of the lining will be 61 and a half. Next is the length of the skirt. I will need the length plus a 1/2 inch seam allowance. The length you want is 15 inches. So from here to here is 15 inches. And this is the 1/2 inch seam allowance. And the waistband will be 2 inches. So it will be 2 inches plus a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And that's 2.5. The waistband will be unfold. So I will need 5-inch wide fabric, which is 2.5 times 2. Next is the formula for the layers. Let's say you want 3 layers. So it's 15 inches, which is the length of the skirt, divided by 3 equals 5. So that means each layer is going to be 5 inches. But it doesn't stop there because now you have to add seam allowance for the top and bottom and add some space for the layers. So the first layer will have a 1/2 inch seam allowance on top and 1 inch seam allowance on the bottom. The second and third layer will have a 1/2 inch seam allowance on top plus 1 inch space for covering. This will go under the layers plus 1 inch for the bottom seam allowance. How much fabric to cut? So the first layer is 6.5, which is 5 inches for the layer, a 1/2 inch seam allowance on the top, and 1 inch for the bottom. The second layer is 7.5, 5 inches for the layer, a 1/2 inch seam allowance for the top, plus 1 inch space so you can hide it under the first layer. And then I need 1 inch for the bottom seam allowance. And the third layer is 7.5, which is 5 inches for the layer, a 1/2 inch seam allowance for the top, plus 1 inch space so you can hide it under the second layer, plus 1 inch for the bottom seam allowance. So here is the fabric. The first layer has a 1/2 inch seam allowance on top, the 5 inches, and the 1 inch seam allowance on the bottom. The second layer has a 1/2 inch seam allowance on top, 6 inches, and the 1 inch seam allowance on the bottom. And the third layer has a 1/2 inch seam allowance on top, 6 inches, and 1 inch seam allowance on the bottom. Next up is gathering the fabric. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can go by the book or do the fabric method. Let's start with the book. In the book, we're going to do the 3-to-1 ratio. This is the book page right here. For the 1.5 to 1 ratio, the gathers will look like this. And the book says it's for inexpensive garments. For the 2-to-1 ratio, the gathers look like this. And it says it's for the average fullness. The 2.5 to 1 ratio is where it starts to look really nice, and the gathers look like this. If you notice, it gets a little tighter. For the 3-to-1 ratio, the gathers will look like this, and it says it's for chiffon and lightweight fabrics. And the 4-to-1 ratio, the gathers will be the tightest, and it also says it's for chiffon and lightweight fabrics. However, you don't have to go by the book. You will notice I'm using cotton fabric, and I'm kind of using the 4-to-1 ratio. You will see what I'm talking about in a little while. Now, let's say you want to do the fabric method, and your fabric is 45 inches wide. Usually, fabrics are either 45 inches or 60 inches wide. For this 3-tier style, you should use 2.5 or 3 pieces. Here is the fabric method. The fabric width is 45 inches unfold. So you're going to cut 3 pieces unfold. And these are the 3 pieces right here. So the first gathers will be 45 inches times 3, and the total will be 135 inches. The second gathers will be the same, and the third gathers will be the same thing. So you're probably going to ask, what's the difference between the 2 methods? The difference is the 135 right here minus 92 and 1/4 right here will be 42 and 3/4. That will be a yard and 7 inches difference. That means the fabric method will have more gathers than this one. This is for the 3-to-1 ratio. However, let me show you what the 4-to-1 ratio looks like. Okay, let's say you want to use the 4-to-1 ratio. So it's 30 3/4 times 4 and the total will be 123 inches. So what's the difference for this one? 135 minus 123 equals 12 inches. That means that this method will have 12 inches less than this one. You can go by the book or you can do the fabric method. It's up to you. So for the skirt, I used the fabric method. I wanted to teach you about the ratio method so you can use it for other projects. There are other types of skirts where you should use the ratio method. Here are some examples. There are different types of gather skirts. These look like 2-to-1 ratio or 2.5-to-1 ratio. Now I could be wrong because I'm just looking at the pictures. This orange and pink one looks like 3-to-1 ratio and these look like 2 or 2.5-to-1 ratio. If the fabrics are thick like denim, I would pick 1.5-to-1 ratio or 2-to-1 ratio. And if I'm not sure, I would test it out on a piece of the fabric. If the fabric is cotton, I would pick 2.5-to-1 ratio or more, depending on the style I'm going for. And this is chiffon fabric. It's a very thin fabric. So for this fabric, I will use 3-to-1 ratio or 4-to-1 ratio. Now remember, for this type of gather skirt, I did the fabric method. Let's say I bought a couple of yards of a pretty fabric, but it was 60 inches wide instead of the 45 inches. But I wanted to look like the skirt with the 45 inches wide fabric. Let me show you how to do it. If your fabric is 60 inches wide, you will have to multiply it by 2 1/4. So it will equal to 135 inches. And that will be the same as the 45-inch wide fabric times 3. Also, if you're going to do the fabric method, don't do 4 pieces. It's too much gathers. As you can see, mine is voluminous. And honestly, I think I should have used 2.5 pieces instead of 3 pieces. Well, at least for the first layer, because it's really puffy. If you are a beginner and you have a question, let me know in the comments, okay? Now let's get back into the skirt. So here is the 1/2 inch seam allowance. And from here to here is the 15 inches. And you wanted 3 layers. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the 3rd layer on top like this. The next layer will go on top of this one. That's why I put the 1-inch space so that you don't see the seam allowance right here. So you're probably going to ask, how do you know where to put the 2nd layer? Remember, from here to here is 15 inches and each layer is 5 inches. So that's 5, 10, 15, okay? That means each layer will have 5 inches, 5 inches, and 5 inches. Get your ruler and measure from the bottom up 5 inches, then put a pin right here. Next, lay your 2nd layer on top of that line. After that, mark a line right here. But before you mark it, make sure from here to here is 5 inches, and then mark the line. The next step is to find out the measurement from that line to the top of the 3rd layer, and it's 5 inches. This will be the line you make all around the lining. Then from there, you're going to mark the top of the 3rd layer, and that will be the line you make all around the lining, and it will look like this. For the first layer, all you have to do is lay it on top like this. So after the seam allowance, it will be 5 inches from here to here. From here to here will be 5 inches. And from here to here will be 5 inches. So that's 5, 10, 15 inches. That's the skirt length. Before you start gathering the fabrics on top and sewing it on top of these 2 lines, you're going to first get rid of some of the lining on the bottom because you won't need it. So if you don't care too much about wasting some of the lining right here, then cut off about 3 inches from the bottom. But if you need this piece for whatever reason, then you will have to measure from here to here your skirt length and mark it. Then put the layers on top and find out where to mark them. But don't cut the lining, just mark it with a pencil. Then when you find out where to mark the 2 lines, you can measure 1.5 inch under the 2nd line and cut it off from there. Then hem it. I folded a 1/2 inch, then I folded it again and sewed it 3/8 on top. Next, mark your 1/2 inch seam allowance on both side seams. Then measure 5/8 on the layer and mark it. That's where you're going to start gathering. Do that to all the layers on both sides. Then take the 5/8 and put it on the lining seam allowance. Start sewing after the seam allowance on top of the straight line. Put the second layer on the lining and sew after the 5/8 seam allowance. Do the same thing for the first layer. So here is the 5/8 right here. It's sticking out the lining just a little bit. Make sure you don't sew the seam allowance. This is what it looks like. Now we're going to close it up. Put the first layer together and sew it 5/8. Make sure you push the lining back so it's not in the way. Do the same thing for the second layer. Put the two pieces together and sew it 5/8. Move the lining out the way when you're sewing. Then get the third layer and do the same thing. After you sew them, you're going to tuck in the first layer like this. Then tuck in the second layer just like this. And for the third layer, you're going to tuck in the seam allowance, then put a pin on the lining seam allowance to close it. Make sure the top of the white and pink seam allowance is tucked in too, so when you're sewing the lining together, it's not attached to it. Pin the lining pieces together and sew it a 1/2 inch. I like to use the zipper foot when I sew the lining so it doesn't sew the layers too. When you turn it inside out, you might notice that you have a little opening on top of each layer on the lining seam allowance. Here is an example. I have a tiny opening. If you have an opening that's a little bit bigger, all you have to do is sew on top of it and close the opening. Next is the waistband. For the drawstring, I use the same fabric. For the elastic, I cut off 3 inches from the waist measurement. So the waist measurement is 31 minus 3 equals 28 inches. For the waistband, I use eyelets. If you put eyelets for the waistband, you should always put a piece of heavy-duty interfacing so it stays secured and it doesn't come out. Fold the waistband to the front and put a notch right here. Then fold it again like this and notch it here and here. Then put the elastic inside and sew it a 1/2 inch here, here, and here. Then put the safety pin on the drawstring and put it in this hole and move it inside the tunnel until it comes out the other hole. If you don't want to use fabric for the drawstring, you can use a rope or you can use a waistband that comes with a drawstring like this. There are so many ways to sew a elastic waistband. If you would like me to make a video, then let me know in the comments. If you learned something from this video, then please give this video a like so it can help other creators. Here's another skirt I made. If you want to know how I made it, then click or tap on the screen right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to practice, practice, practice. Bye, everybody.